Hello my loves and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing two videos again, so I'm going to be looking here and I'm going to be talking into my Zoom, so do not mind me, but we are going to be talking about one of the most common questions and topics on when you go carnivore, and that is your gut microbiome and the truths, the misconceptions, and just little facts that I have for you guys today. So this is not going to be a super long video, but it's going to be informative. It's going to break down some common questions that you guys have about the gut microbiome and fiber. So let's get into it. So my name is Christina. I am a certified nutrition coach, certified carnivore coach, and I am ready to dive into this topic with you guys. So if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and also send me some comments about some things you guys want to hear about, whether it's fitness related, lifestyle, carnivore, and we will chat about it. So let's see. First questions first. Let's just dive into it. So I have a couple notes here also as I'm talking to you guys on here. Fiber is not required for gut health, okay? A lot of us have been programmed and taught that we need fiber to go to the bathroom, we need it for digestion. And a lot of like the mainstream media and these things and the claims that we hear out there is fiber is essential for a healthy microbiome, okay? So carnivore truth for that is that studies on Inuit, Maasai, and other ancestral populations show that humans can thrive with little to no dietary fiber at all. So just to put that out there, you do not need fiber. Short chain fatty acids like SCFAs, like butyrate, which are usually produced by fiber fermentation, can also be produced from protein and fat fermentation in the colon. So just to put that out there. Gut diversity changes, but it doesn't collapse when you go carnivore. So if you were eating a ton of fiber and fruit and vegetables before to not eating any, your body's just gonna go through changes. It's not gonna hinder anything, you're not gonna mess anything up, but you're just gonna change. So the carnivore diet shifts the microbiome toward bacteria that specializes in protein and fat metabolism when you're taking away all the other food. And it's true that overall the diversity drops, and the diversity of the foods and your health will adapt together. For example, I wanted to mention this on here too, is like hunters and gatherers, their microbiomes are less diverse than industrialized diets because they're far more healthier with lower inflammation and less chronic stress back in the day than we are now. Like everything is rising now. Every heart disease, cholesterol they're talking about, cancer, all these things are rising. But back in the ancestral days, it was so minimal on what they were eating and thriving off of, and they weren't exposed to all these things we're exposed to now. Another big topic, which is I specialize and talk about all the time, is bloating. And what's the word I'm looking for? Dysbiosis often improve when you're on carnivore, and many people, including myself, who struggle with the bloating, SIBO, IBS, or leaky gut find relief on the carnivore diet because they're eliminating all the other junk and your gut microbiome starts to heal. And by removing the fermented plants, the fibers and anti-nutrients starves problematic bacterial growth in your gut. So it's kind of like a reset phase, and you can claim, and hundreds of us have claimed, thousands of us, that it calms the inflammation and allows your gut lining to heal. So if you are someone who struggles with like bloating like I did, SIBO, IBS, leaky gut, carnivore can absolutely help you. Also, you get the beneficial bacteria adapt when you go to carnivore. So a couple notes that I wrote on this topic specifically was key strains like Eckermansia, don't know how to say it, linked to gut lining health, and bile-loving microbes increase on the carnivore diet. Protein fermenting microbes produce metabolites that support mucosal health, and your microbiome adapts to the food you eat, and humans evolved eating animal foods as the majority of their diet, like I said. So you definitely will see improvements there. And then elimination and like starvation of microbes. So you're not killing your microbiome by going carnivore. Instead, you're selecting the microbes that thrive on animal substrates. So as soon as you reintroduce fibers or plants the microbial balance shifts back, meaning your gut is going to be flexible and go back to where it was before. It's not going to be broken. If you eliminate everything, whether it's even for a couple months, a month, 6 months, 3 years, 10 years, like if you go back to eating the way you were eating and incorporating more vegetables and fruits and fiber, your gut will transition back. So at first, when you go carnivore, you are basically healing your body. That's like that transition phase. And then you're gonna balance out. So for people with gut issues, like carnivore can act like an elimination diet. Stop feeding the harmful bacteria. It calms the inflammation. Then slowly introduce tolerated foods if you desire. So I did a video previously on what happens in the first 30 days of going carnivore. So I kind of talk about that transition phase, week 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then see how you're feeling. And then if you can, try to incorporate dairy, see how your gut does. Incorporate other foods, see how you feel, and really just keep a journal and track record of how you're feeling. Certain things maybe you need to eliminate, bring back in. Some people even eliminate the eggs in the beginning, bring them back in after the 30 days and see how you're feeling. For many people, staying carnivore long-term feels their best. Others transition to a more animal base, which is like meat, fruit, and a little honey, and stay in that balanced area. A lot of people think that carnivore is very strict, because technically it is, because you're eliminating all the things that we're used to eating our whole lives, the cookies, the cupcakes, and the fast food and things like that. But once you get into that, like once you pass the hurdle, it just gets easier, and you're not gonna wanna go backwards because you're gonna see how good you feel, and you're not gonna wanna go and revert to something else. And of course, nothing is perfect. You can eat basically, like I do, carnivore 95% of the time, even 90%, even 80%. And if you want to indulge here and there, if you're somebody who likes to go out and indulge and have some wine or drink here and there, or you're out and you want to get a dessert here and there, like that's fine. Like you do you. There's no carnivore police. It's literally about feeling your best. And I'm not saying everybody should go carnivore. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm here to share is that I feel really good because of my situation with like even eczema, or I will be honest with you guys, I started eating a little chocolate the other day and a little piece of sourdough bread for my kids. And I noticed automatically how my face responds, and it's detoxing. It's little things that your body's showing you that it doesn't align with. And I see now, if I eat chocolate, if I eat bread, if I eat anything that doesn't sit right, my body's gonna detox it, and it's gonna start coming out and showing that. So now I know that I have to eliminate that. I'm gonna eat back to my normal meal plan of steak, eggs, butter, bacon, burgers, and the things that I love, that I typically eat. But if you're somebody who's like, I can't be that strict, then don't be that strict. Like, carnivore might not be for everybody. It is mostly optimal. We can all transition to eat that way. We don't need to be eating all the other things. We can completely get all the nutrients that we need from the meat, the eggs, and things like that. But if you can't do that, then that's fine. You don't have to be perfect. There's carnivores that I watch videos and I talk to who once in a while, Thanksgiving's coming, they're gonna eat whatever they want because that's the decision they're gonna make. And the next day they go back to eating pure carnivore and they're gonna transition and feel better. Like it's never a perfect thing. Just do your best, see how you feel, and keep moving forward. But all in all, the bottom line is carnivore doesn't destroy the gut microbiome. It reshapes it. In many people, the shift reduces inflammation, heals your gut lining, alleviates symptoms of dysbiosis. Oh my God, I can't talk today. Dysbiosis. The key is that your gut microbiome adapts to what you eat, and meat-focused diet is ancestral and natural way to eat. So it'll transition. If you go back, it'll transition. It's not going to be broken, so don't worry about that. In the next video, I'm probably going to talk about what did I mention before? Incorporating like dairy and cholesterol concerns and nutrient deficiency. That's going to probably be my next video, so stay tuned for that. There's a ton more questions that I get from you guys, so I will make sure that I'm going to do at least 1 or 2 videos a week. That's going to be my goal. So stay tuned for those. Thank you guys for watching this video, and this was all about our gut microbiomes. See how you feel. And just before I get off here, we started carnivore almost 3 years ago. Yeah, three-ish years ago. And I gotta tell you, I did go through phases where I'm like, all right, I'm eating like just pure this. I had a little dairy at night, a little honey, I was fine. Then there was times where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna eat pure carnivore, but at night I'm gonna have a little chocolate chips. Totally fine. Then there was a time where I'm like, oh, I'm making buttered carrot glaze for the kids. I'm gonna eat a little of those, a little baked potatoes that I made with tallow, which were super healthy. Obviously carbs and the starch, see how I feel. The next day, definitely feel a little bloated, uncomfortable, so I cut that out. Am I gonna have it once in a while? Yes, probably, because like I said, we're not just here to be like, oh my God, I'm perfect. Some people, of course, I follow a lot of carnivores that only eat meat, thriving, amazing, that's great for them. To be honest with you guys, I love sometimes just grabbing that piece of little bit of dark chocolate with that's lead free, and that works for me. But the next day I'm gonna get back on track. Like I said, you don't have to make yourself crazy and have this strict mindset. Start small, start with doing it for one day. Just try one day. Try it for a week, try it for 30 days if you can, and then reevaluate. Bring in the dairy, bring in the eggs, see how you feel. And I'm telling you, after that like 1 or 2 period mark, you stop craving the other things. There is not one time where I go to a birthday party now or a family event that I'm looking at the dessert table. Like that does not, like, I don't think twice about that anymore. Every once in a while, I'll make carnivore ice cream, which is not meat. It is literally raw milk, heavy cream, raw eggs, and like a little bit of monk fruit and vanilla extract. And that's it. And I'll have that once in a while. That's like my little dessert if I want to have something. Or my grass-fed vanilla powder that I put with my raw milk and blend that up, and it tastes like a smoothie. Like there's also all other alternatives if you want to have something sweet once in a while. But we really shouldn't even be craving the sweetness. It's the cravings that we have that are so hard to fight, because I've been there many times, many times, so I understand it. But just listen to your gut and how you're feeling and just move on from there. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching, I have a ton of spots open. Go to my website, ChristinaRufoCoaching.com. Pick out a time, whether you want to do one-on-one calls or you want a full-on one-on-one coaching package. I have different ones, so check out my website or reach out to me, and I will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.